You mentioned the DNC, and we've come to know Tom Perez really well. He's in frequently. He certainly is a believer in the Howard Dean strategy of we have to be and have candidates in every district, in every seat, red districts as well as blue districts. Every zip code counts.
That's right.
Do you see the energy today with the DNC or with the grassroots organizations?
So I think that I see more of it in the grassroots on the outside, but having been at the DNC in 2000 from 2005 to 2009 with Howard Dean, that doesn't surprise me. Although I would say I think what we're seeing at the grassroots right now is unlike anything we've seen in a very long time. I think what the DNC is also wise though is trying to figure out how do we partner with outside organizations. If that's where the energy, don't try to control it, don't try to fight it. Great. If people are engaged, that's what matters. And so how do we partner? And so I'm pleased to see that. I think for Tom, I mean, he came in with a tough situation in that there was debt from the campaign. So I think he's trying to really rebuild that up. And certainly what I hope happens is that through 2018, he is able to, rebuild our parties in the states so that going into 2020, we've got both. We've got the really strong grassroots outside the party, but then a really strong infrastructure inside the party. Because there are things that the party does at the state level that really matters. And look, again, we've got to be able to have, as we said at the beginning, we've got to be able to have this conversation with people every day, everywhere, about who we are and what we stand for. Because if we're not there, they only hear the other side.
Right.
So we've got to make sure that we're there.
But on the grassroots organizations, I mean, I must say, there's so many of them, and every time I mention them, I'm afraid that I forget somebody. But if you look at, I mentioned Emily's list, MoveOn.org, Our Revolution, Indivisible, Run for Something, I think is the name of that.
Color of Change.
Color of Change.
Woke Vote, Black Pact.
There you go.
I know.
Right. And they are all, I think, doing incredible.
Just to get it. I mean, I'm just trying to think. They're all popping into my head. Civic engagement
more
fund.
than I do. Yeah, but
I've been trying to stay on top of what's going on because
and it's exciting. I've never seen this kind of energy. They're out there. They're recruiting candidates. They're training candidates. They're raising money. Small contributions.
Yep.
They're in races and they're winning seats for state assembly, flipping state legislative seats.
That's right.
Mayor's races, the mayor of Birmingham, Alabama, the new mayor down there. I mean, it's exciting what's going on.
It's very
picking
exciting.
up seats in Oklahoma. And
you know what I hope we learn from that, though, Bill?
And that's not again a Washington.
That's right.
Directed or dominated campaign.
Yep.
It's really coming from the grassroots up, which is so exciting.
It is very exciting, and I hope that we learn from this and from 2017. We have to stop saying, well, we can't win there. We can win everywhere. We can win anywhere. If we have, good candidates and we work hard, we can win anywhere. I mean, people were winning, some of the down ballot races, as you know, in 2017. Excuse me, we ran in places that were gerrymandered and not in our favor because people turned out. So
look at Virginia, right?
That's right.
We had a candidate in every single seat for the House of Delegates.
That's right.
And except for a fluke.
That's, I mean,
we're down by we're down by one. But
that's right.
Yeah, who says one vote doesn't count, right? Every vote doesn't count.
I mean, if that's not the message from 2016 and 2017, like every vote counts and your vote matters, I hope people are, really heeding that message. And look, I was just going to say, the most important thing about what's happening at the grassroots is also that it's saying to people, you matter and you can be involved in the way that is relevant to you, that is authentic to what you want to do. If you want to register voters or you want to focus on women or you want to focus on the Latino community or the African American community or you want to focus on this mayor's race or you want to work on a governor's race. I mean, the point is that it is empowering people on a daily basis to be involved in a way that is most authentic to their lives, and that is critical.
And people who are watching or listening who have not yet plugged in,
Mm-hmm.
but kind of feel the urge to, what do they do? How do they connect?
Well, they can do a couple things. Number one, you can sign up to come to the event on the
There you
23rd
go.
at the
Right.
Women's National Democratic
Again,
Club.
which is, again, to
democraticwomen.org
/events, huh?
/events. Yes. And you can come to the event on the 23rd. You can also Google the Women's National Democratic Club and find out more. But also then find out what's going on in your area if you want. I mean, Indivisible has local chapters. You can go to, check out what Color of Change is up to. Check out what Voto Latino is up to. See if there's, what you can also do, open your paper and see what are the local races. Do you like any of the candidates who are running? I mean, I worked with students in the fall semester, and I kept saying, look, if there's a candidate that you like, just go volunteer, because it's great experience. And if it's someone that, working for someone that you like and you believe in is a great experience, and you will have helped to make that happen. So, plug into one of the organizations. You can also go to Democrats.org and find out what the party is doing. I think that's important. As someone who worked in the Democratic Party, I think part of how we change is from the inside. We got to be at the table to help bring change. And like I say, see what's going on in your community that you want to get involved in. The other thing, too, that I think the last thing I'll say, Bill, is it may not be a candidate. It may be an issue like
Sure,
DACA or
sure.
immigration reform or climate change. I mean, there's a lot going on that is also issue-based. So it could be, abortion rights. Come to NARAL and see what we're up to. Planned Parenthood. I mean, there's a lot of wonderful organizations doing a lot of great work. And it's wonderful to have this reinvigoration by the grassroots.